friends, Noki here. Welcome back to my channel. If you are interested in selling online on a third-party platform, this video is for you, my friend. I am just going to give you an overall overview of what you need to do before you start jumping onto any platform to start your reselling side hustle. If you are starting out, then this video is for you, because in this video I'm going to be giving you some ideas on how you can get started selling on a third-party platform. Okay, my friends, so let's jump in. If this is the type of content that you're interested in, make sure that you click that subscribe button and don't forget to ring the notification bell so that you don't miss another video. I want you to stay all the way to the end, because I'm going to give you one piece of advice that is going to make or break your business, and that decision is going to help you decide on which platform is right for you and my recommendation. So you better stay on. Let's get on with this video, and I'll try by all means to make it quick and straight to the point. So the first thing that you need to do, my friend, is to research all platforms. Yeah, research all platforms. And the reason why I say that is because as you are doing your research, you're going to find out that while they are all third-party platforms, they have some differences. They are different in one way or another. There are a lot of advantages of why you should consider a third-party platform versus starting your own e-commerce website, which can really be costly if you ask me. Being there, done that, don't do it, at least not for now. I cannot emphasize that enough. Research all the online platforms that are there. Research Amazon, research eBay, research the Walmart marketplace, research Poshmark, research Shopify, research Etsy, research Mercari, research Depop. All the platforms that you can think of, make sure that you go online and learn more about them. What that is going to do is it's going to help you make an informed decision. There might be something that you like about Amazon and something that you like about eBay. There might be something that you don't like about Poshmark. There might be something that you like about Mercari. Big or small, research all the platforms. And at this point, I also want to discourage you or advise you against starting on multiple platforms, because that will be a recipe to fail. It will be a recipe for disaster if you ask me. You want to deal with one platform at a time. Not that you can't sell on multiple platforms. Sure, you can, but when you are getting started and you are brand new, you are a newbie, you're still trying to get the hang of selling online, you need to start with one platform and one platform only. So the next thing that you want to do, my friend, after you have researched your platform, now you make the decision on what platform you're going to sell on. Are you going to be selling on Amazon? Then you need to know the products that you can and cannot sell on Amazon. There are a lot of entry barriers on Amazon. There are a lot of brick walls that you're going to hit when it comes to selling on Amazon. Are you going to be okay with Amazon sending your money after 60 days? Can you wait that long for your payout? All those things will make or break a new reseller. Do you have the capital to gather the inventory that you need to list on Amazon? Whether you are sending to the Amazon fulfillment center, if you enroll in FBA, or if you're going to be fulfilling the orders yourself, all those things will come into your decision-making process. Or do you want to sell on eBay, where it is way easier to get started as a newbie, where you can sell pre-loved, pre-owned items, clothing, electronic, you name it, you can sell it on eBay. Yeah, there are more categories and more products that you can sell on eBay. That's another thing that you need to look at. I know I'm biased when it comes to eBay. And are you okay with them sending you your money in a day or two or in a week? Which is a big advantage for most people, because with eBay you get your money very, very soon. Or are you going to consider Poshmark? Are you going to spend the day sharing your closet and all that? Or are you going to consider Shopify? Are you going for drop shipping? What is the store model are you going to go for? What kind of online reselling model are you interested in? Or are you going to consider Etsy? Are you going to be selling vintage items? Are you going to be selling art, your own handmade products? Are you going to be selling digital products? And in this case, you're looking at Etsy or Shopify. You need to do a thorough research for you to make an informed decision. decision. Of course, here I'm just giving you an overview. You'll need to go deep with each and every platform that you are considering selling on, okay? And as you're doing that process, you're going to also learn about their policies, their guidelines, so to speak. The next thing that you're going to do now that you have identified or you have made a decision on what third-party platform you're going to be selling on, what product are you going to sell? Because you know what products are accepted in that platform that you have identified. Now the thing is, where are you going to get the inventory? Where are you going to be sourcing? Are you going to be sourcing liquidation online? Are you going to be sourcing from Alibaba, AliExpress? Are you going to be doing drop shipping? Are you going to be going to garage sales? Are you going to be going to thrift stores, Goodwill stores? Or are you going to be doing retail arbitrage? All that will form your research. And then once you know where to get your products and you've gone ahead and sourced your products, you got your product, now it is time to register an account with that platform, and then you start listing your items. Well, as time goes on, as you get to consider selling on more platforms, you realize that there are some software that will help you list on multiple platforms at one given time. That is just information for you in case you want to sell on multiple platforms at a later time. As you are listing your products, make sure that you follow the policy guidelines on their listing, and make sure that your listings are very, very, very detailed. I cannot stress that enough. Make sure that your listings are detailed, especially if you're going to be selling pre-owned, pre-loved items on eBay. You need to list and write the details of the item. If there's a defect on an item, it doesn't mean that you can't sell it, but you need to state on the listing that there's a defect. Take good pictures, enough pictures to represent your product well. On this point, I always caution people from overselling. Don't oversell your product, because when your customer or your potential buyer receives the item and you've oversold or over advertised your item, my friend, you're going to be in trouble. Do not over advertise and do not oversell your item. Just strike a balance and don't undersell it either. Just represent your item well. I would rather have customers get a pleasant surprise when they receive the item rather than the other way around, and that happens quite a bit with the items that I sell on eBay. Okay, my friend, and as you are listing, part of the listing process, if you are going to be fulfilling the orders yourself, that means you have to handle the packaging the product, printing the labels, calculating the shipping. But when it comes to sites like eBay, they do the calculations for you. The important thing is for you to enter the correct details, like you have to enter the correct weight and you have to pick the right shipping method that you're going to be using, and then the rest is for eBay to automatically calculate when it's time to ship. So it's important to put in the correct weight of the item. Those are some of the things that I want to highlight to new resellers, because in most cases some people end up losing money in shipping. Say somebody lists an item as a 1 pound or 16 ounce item, and then when it comes to the packaging, after you package your item and you put it in the shipping envelope or polymailer or box, and you weigh the actual item with its packaging, then the weight shoots up to 2 pounds. That will make a big difference, and then you have to cover that gap of priority shipping when actually the customer paid for first class shipping. That can eat into your profits, and you need to be careful with that when it comes to picking your shipping method. It's much easier and different on Poshmark because you don't have to deal with all that. Poshmark already has a flat rate shipping up to about 5 pounds. The shipping is the same, and then when it's over 5 pounds, it's a different story. Okay, my friends, moving on. Now that you know what you want to sell, do you have space to store your inventory? Where are you going to be storing your inventory? You have to have an inventory system, and you have to have a place in your house designated for your inventory. If you live in a house with a basement, basements are a good place to store your inventory. If you have an extra room, use that extra room to place your inventory, or convert another room that you don't use a lot or part of your house to store your inventory. But make sure that you have a good inventory system, because the the last thing that you want, a customer buys an item, and then the last thing that you want to do is not to locate or not to be able to find the item, because guess what, now you have to cancel that order and you have to refund the customer the money that they paid. And if it is eBay, they don't take kindly to that. Remember, they are also in business just like you. And then if you decide to sell on Amazon and you go for FBA, fulfillment by Amazon, then you don't have to deal with that because you've already shipped your stuff over to Amazon. That's a whole different ball game right there, and I am not going to get into that because it's a whole different model altogether. Otherwise, have a good inventory system. After the customer purchases, make sure that you package your item very, very, very well, because I strongly believe that first impressions do matter. Make sure that you package your things nicely. If you ask me, I'll tell you always include a thank you note that is personalized and handwritten to your customer. Including a handwritten personalized note is definitely going to make you stand out amongst your competition. And what I realized is most of these people who buy on eBay, they shop from different sellers right on eBay, so you get an advantage when somebody receives a well packaged item, a handwritten personalized thank you note, and they'll feel the love right there. Okay, my friends, so moving on. And then that brings me to customer service. Yes, if you are going to be fulfilling your own orders, that means you have to deal with your own customer service. My friend, you have no reason to slack in this regard. You need to provide excellent customer service. When customers or potential customers send you messages, reply promptly. The prompt response is going to make them realize that you do have their interests. They may be online and you have no reason to slip over a message. Make sure that you respond to messages right away and respond in a very professional way, in a friendly and yet professional manner, and that is going to make them decide way faster whether they purchase the item or not. Make it easier for them. Give them a good customer experience. Say maybe somebody needs to return an item. There's no need to be trying to play tug of war with them. Offer them their refund right away. Send them their return shipping label right away. That is if you are the one paying for the return shipping, if that is what you selected, or if the issue was on your end. And please always take full responsibility. Do not make excuses. Personally, as a buyer or as a customer, I do not like people making excuses, or in anything in life. I'm just not a big fan of people who like to make excuses. So the same with your business. Avoid making excuses for anything. Take full responsibility, and that way you're going to have a very happy customer. Even if they have to return the items, the fact that you are making it easier for them is not going to make their life harder. And then the other thing, remember that you offering excellent customer service, you shipping stuff that is all packaged, is going to determine whether you get you listing your items and giving full descriptions, accurate descriptions for that matter, is going to make that customer leave you good feedback, good reviews. And remember, people are motivated to leave negative feedback than good. Give them reasons to leave you good feedback, because when the customer service or the experience is outstanding, then they will be motivated to leave you good feedback. So give them reasons to leave you good feedback. That is going to help with future customers, either returning customers or people who see how well you are doing. These platforms always display your feedback, whether you got good feedback or not. eBay will display the number of feedback that you've received, and they will also state what percentage of good feedback you have. Okay, my friends, another thing that you need to take into consideration and that you need to put into practice once you start selling on whatever platform you're going to be selling on, make sure that you take advantage of the marketing tools that are offered by that particular platform that you'll have picked. They can be sponsored ads, they can be promoted listings, running sales, whatever form of marketing tools that the platform has. Make sure you take advantage of that and put them to use. On eBay, you have to have a store for you to take advantage of any kind of marketing. And the good thing is the store subscription on eBay are super affordable, and you have no reason not to subscribe to it, and that gives you you more flexibility and more options of what you can do with your store, like running promoted listings, like running markdown sales. Okay, my friends, the other thing that I want to inform you as you are getting ready, make sure that you check the analytics on your platform, on your store, because these platforms are going to give you analytics on how you are performing. Check out your performance rating, check out their recommendations, because they will recommend things for you to do, and if it's reasonable, go ahead and do it. As long as it's something that is going to help you with your sales, stay on track with the trends. There are some things that say you are able to sell this year, people are buying a lot of the item this year. The story may be different a year or 6 months from now. I'll give you an example. When I started selling on eBay, I was selling a lot of men's shirts. People were buying those men's shirts, but a year later I could barely move men's shirts, but instead I was selling women's dresses, women's shoes and stuff. So you need to be very alert and to be aware of what is selling, what is not selling, so that you can tweak and change and keep up with the changes, keep up with the customer behavior, because that is going to help your store stay healthy, to help you with consistent sales, and also to diversify, because you have to be flexible when it comes to diversification. Be flexible to diversify at any given time. I'll give you an example. When 2020 hit and the pandemic hit, I was flexible to introduce health and beauty items, because I knew that most people were at home, they were locked in, they were sheltering in place, and more people were buying stuff online, personal care, their makeup stuff, their personal hygiene stuff, they were buying those online, and that really grew my sales, and my store was in a very healthy position because of those replenishables. Those are the things that you have to watch out for. Watch out for the changes. Don't be stuck in your ways that I am selling this and only this, because if you are like, I'm just selling this and only this, and people are no longer interested in those items, you're selling winter stuff in summer, my friend, you are going to starve. And also keep up with the season. Be aware of the seasons. I'm talking about Valentine's Day, Christmas Day, if you believe in Halloween, you know, things like that. July 4th, Memorial Day, all those things, you sell appropriate things. Summertime, shorts and swimsuits, those tend to sell during the summer season. So my friend, study your platform. Make sure that you know their rules. Make sure you are always compliant, so that you can be able to sell and make a little extra money for your family, or for that destination experience that you want to save up for, or maybe you really want to get into selling online full time. It is possible. Now, for the advice that I want to give you, I do some coaching. In most cases, I get people coming to me with a decision that they've already made, and most of the times they want to sell on Amazon. The advice that I'll give to you watching this video is be very careful jumping onto Amazon. Amazon has fierce, and I mean fierce, competition, and you need some money, some startup money to sell on Amazon. If you're going to be selling products, if you're going to be getting stuff from AliExpress, Alibaba and stuff like that, whether it's drop shipping or not, you are definitely going to need to have some startup money. And the other thing that you need to be aware of, if you are going to be attracted to selling on Amazon, know that the profit margins are not that great. You'll be very lucky to make a profit of 30%. The other thing that you need to know about Amazon, I love Amazon, I have products on Amazon, but there are different types of products. I'll get to that in a minute. Know that if you send your product, or if your Alibaba or AliExpress supplier sends the stuff to Amazon, and that inventory sits there on the Amazon storage for a long length of time, then you start accruing storage fees. So not only are you paying their regular fees, but there's also the storage fees. And of course, take also into consideration the multiple fees that Amazon charges. Yes, all the platforms do have some kind of fee, but depending on the platform and all the other tools that you end up signing up for, that will determine how much you pay. Sponsored ads, running promos, promoted listings, markdown sales, all those attract fees. There is another way of selling on Amazon, that is, you can sell low content book that you create the cover and use BookBolt to create your low content book and upload it on Amazon. Or if you're an author like I am, you can upload your book on there. That's print on demand. The book is printed. Once the customer pays for the book, then they print and ship it to the customer. I don't have to handle or deal with anything. That's how I sell my products, and also my gratitude journals, which of course are the low content books. Those are are the tips and advice that I can give you if you are considering starting to sell online on a third-party platform. Let me know what else you want to know as far as selling online. I can also do a video on how to start selling on eBay, a more detailed video. It's not very intimidating at all. If reselling online is not your cup of tea, then check out this video where I list 10 high-paying, high-demand side hustles. Also check out the description box for useful link, and remember to do small things with great love. From my heart to yours. Adios, bye bye, God bless you. Remember to give this video a thumbs up so that other people looking for similar content can find it. I'll see you next time.